have a conversation with him. He's going to be at Top Golf tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody who's on the VIP list, come talk with the Top Golf, and we'll go from there. So what's going on? This is, oh yeah, you're plugged in. That's what's going on. All right, Daniel Romberg, come on up, brother.
Woo!
All right, so Danny is going to be the last presenter for the Life 180 agent portion of this fun show.
Closing it down?
Closing this part down.
Nice.
Right? Yeah. Save the best for last.
Better bring it. Thanks.
So, what do I gotta do here? Close that. All right, so you know how to do this? You just hit that button.
Right there?
You've used this before.
Yeah, I've
right?
used this, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I figured, guys, annuities are a big thing in what we do, right? And this guy is one of the best annuity guys that I know. His heart is huge. I don't know how else to say it. I'd like consider him like a brother at this point in time. Literally, like, I just feel like if all of you don't take time out of your experience here to have some one-to-one time with him and just bombard him with conversations and questions about annuities, you're missing the boat. You're missing an opportunity. So I'm sure you're going to learn a lot in the next 20 or 30 minutes. And
I hope so.
We'll go from there.
Thanks.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Hey, thank you so much for having me here. I'm really, really excited to be talking today at the Life 180 event. I want to just take a minute before we kick things off. I want to just express some gratitude for Chris and Hannah and Tyler and Dan and the whole Life 180 team and Matt. I mean, to put an event like this on requires such a special, unique group of people. It's hard enough to run an agency and do all the stuff day to day, but to take time out of your business to put an event like this on, to give and serve the community is absolutely unbelievable. So can we give a round of applause for Chris and the whole team? It's amazing. I want to tell you what Life 180 means to me, because I've worked with a few different IMOs now. I've been in the business for 13 years. And Life 180 is different because they actually get in the trenches with you. Like, I can't believe Chris has been here for a week, and he's been to my house 3 different times to help me set up my camera equipment. And like at night, he's come over late at night, helped me set up my camera equipment, and hung out with my kids and spent time with me. Tyler, who I don't know where he is, I saw him a second ago. Tyler goes on different meetings with me and has helped me with so many cases, and I really don't think I'd be as involved in whole life if it wasn't for these guys. Like, I went over to Chris and Hannah's house a few years ago, and they taught me how to run illustrations on their couch, and they really showed me the business and were able to help me get started. So I'm super grateful for Life 180. They're a very unique IMO, and I'm grateful for all of you guys being here today. Like, this is the VIPs. It takes time to be here and money to be here, and I'm someone who considers myself as someone in this business who's obsessed. You know, Denise talked about identity. You know, I'm really passionate about this business. I love this business. Chris mentioned me as like an annuity guy, annuity agent. I really think of myself as somebody that helps provide abundance to my clients, and we're going to talk about that today and how annuities fit into that. But I'm just excited to be able to share this with you. So real quick, who knows what an annuity is? Like, who wants to give me for a book?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can win a book right now if you tell me what an annuity is.
It's a Roman term called anuba.
Oh, we're going deep. We're going back to Rome. Holy cow. Pass it back. 2 books. We're going to Rome. No, go ahead.
So in Roman times, what happened was when the soldiers went out to fight, someone, I can't remember the guy, he basically started this. What it was is like a pension for the soldiers, so that when they were gone, that the families could continue to live.
Dude, I can't teach you anything. Come up here. No, he's right. The root word anu comes from a Roman word. That's how they got the term annuity. It's a lifetime income stream, right? So how many people here have ever heard that annuities are bad? Has anyone ever heard that? Okay, never heard that, right? Okay, and so why is that? It's because we don't control the narrative of our own industry. Think about that. I run 20 to 25 meetings a week. I sit with clients all day long, and inherently, most of them come into my office saying that life insurance and annuities are bad because of advertising campaigns. We're in a war right now in financial services in America, and there's 2 camps. There's insurance producers, and there's firms that manage assets for a fee. And the firms that manage assets for a fee look at data from LIMRA and go, Americans are buying tens of billions more of annuities every single year. That is a problem. That's tens of billions of dollars of market share that's disappearing from their potential revenue stream every single year. So what have they done? They've come out and been very proactive with the anti-annuity campaigns. The I hate annuities and you should too. Or annuities are a ripoff. Or people that sell them are just after a commission. And all this stuff that they try to portray. And that offends me. Because like Chris said, my heart is very much in this business. And I'm here to serve people. And I want to explain to you why those advertising campaigns ring false. And we're going to talk about that today. So I got to turn the board. I forgot. Okay, so Tyler is at my house. He's not even in here. Tyler's at my house the other night, and we're making a YouTube video. And he goes, Danny, this is my buddy David, super nice guy. He came over. He's like, he's never heard of an annuity before. Why don't you tell him what an annuity is? And he just like blew the lid off this box. I was so excited. I talked for like 40 minutes. It was really cool. And we made this cool video. And I had this whole talk prepared, but then Chris comes over to my house. And he goes, hey, watch this. You know, you can go on TikTok and you can get in these live rooms and you can debate people. And I'm like, Chris, that's you, bro. I'm not the like IUL warrior. I just play in my little box. I'm not, you know. He goes, no, dude, you got to watch this. So he gets us in this room with, I don't want to name the company, but he's a certified, what do they call them? SmartVestor Pros? Yeah. Yeah, Primerica guy and a SmartVestor Pro or whatever. And so he starts bashing annuities. Like, he's just ripping them. Like, he gets into this whole thing about the internal rate of return. And he goes, if you would just run the internal rate of a return for an annuity that has an income rider, you would never sell them. They're the worst products in the whole world. And Chris hands me the phone, and my face is getting like angry, like I'm getting really frustrated, and he's filming me, and it's like I'm boiling over. And so finally he chimes in live and goes, hey, my buddy Danny's here. He's been an annuity expert for 13 years. He thinks you're wrong, and hands me the phone. And so, so I get into it with this guy, and it was interesting. But before I tell you about how that went down, I want to talk about what he was talking about here. He was talking about the IRR. He said, if you run the IRR in an annuity, you're basically an idiot if you sell one, okay? And I want to just explain to you that if you're looking at it through the lens of an IRR, you're already having the wrong conversation. You shouldn't be using an annuity in the first place. Go buy something with good IRR, okay? That's not what an annuity does. I'm going to share with you what an annuity does here in a moment. So I liken it to this. I think of it as retirement insurance, okay? And I really want to take you and put you in the mindset of what it's like to be on the precipice of retirement, because that's one of the challenges we have. I'm in the accumulation phase of life. I'm still building, I'm growing, I'm investing, but my clients who are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s are not in that phase of life. They're in the decumulation phase of life. And what we found at Nations First Financial is when you go to retire, a war begins in your heart between scarcity and abundance. And now, you know, when you have this whole lifestyle where you're making big money, your business is doing well, you're making big sales, it's easy to be abundant in that mindset because money's flowing. When you retire, all that stops. You enter a new phase of life, and now you have to live off of what you saved. And scarcity can creep in, and it can creep in every area of your life. It can have you make decisions differently, it can have you save money unnecessarily, it can have you hoard capital unnecessarily, which is a form of scarcity. And so this is a real challenge that we see all the time. So we have to help our clients to unwind that and actually give themselves permission to start spending their money and enjoying and showing up as their most powerful selves and being abundant. And that's one of the big challenges we have. And so I think of it as retirement insurance, right? Why do you buy insurance? Because you can't weather the risk on your own as an individual, right? You don't save up money in a bank account because of the IRR if your house burns down. You just buy the fire insurance, okay? Same with an annuity, okay? If you want to make sure you don't run out of income in retirement, you transfer that risk to an insurance company that can weather that and make sure that you're not going to run out of your money. The people that we help with annuities don't care about the IRR. If you went to one of my 90-year-old clients' homes and sat in their kitchen and tried to explain to them why they'd be better off with an internal rate of return, they would look at you like you're from another country or another world, right? Sorry, that wasn't like meant to be a race. another universe or galaxy, right? So, they would look at you like you're, crazy because they don't care about that. They're 90 years old. They want to know with absolute certainty that they're going to have everything they need until they take their last breath. And more importantly, so do their kids and their grandkids. Okay, so it's let me go to this next slide because I want to share something with you about our story. How do you do this? Okay, so my dad's here, and he should really be the one up here talking because he's been in the business for 38 years, and he's written more annuities than, anybody I know. So he's been my original mentor, and he got me in this business, and I wouldn't be here to be able to share this with you without my dad, without my mom, without our company, so I want to give him a big shout out. How many people have been in the industry 30 plus years? Raise your hand. Todd? Kim? Dan? Nice. Can we give it up for them real quick? This is a very special legacy that we have the privilege of getting to carry on. We're standing on their shoulders, and they've helped serve so many people. That's the impact of what they're doing. So, one of the experiences that my dad and I have had over and over again is we've been in homes where a husband and wife will be sitting there, and the husband's on their deathbed. And the husband looks at us and says, make sure that she's okay no matter what. That's a very humbling experience to be a part of. It's probably one of the most powerful experiences I've ever been a part of. And I promise you that when he passes, and now it's our responsibility to take care of that widow, we're not trying to convince her about the IRR, okay? That's not the priority. The priority is when we're sitting with her family and her kids and her grandkids, how are we going to make sure grandma's going to be okay no matter what happens for the rest of her life? That's the mission. That's what annuities do. They provide guarantees and certainty in a very uncertain world. So I want to tell you a story. There was a little girl across the street, sweet kid, and she got attacked by a dog, viciously attacked. Like, she had to get flown to the hospital. Her eyeball was hanging out of her head. She got mauled by this dog. And the parents, in order to cover the medical bills, had to sue the dog owner's home insurance. Okay? So they sue the homeowner's insurance, and the judge comes, and I get to be invited into a room of attorneys, and I go, okay, well, what do we do with the money? And they go, there's only one vehicle that the judge will allow this money to go into, an annuity. He will not approve any other financial tool except for an annuity. Why? Because it's guaranteed. Because the parents can't mess it up. Because you can't mess up the fiduciary obligation of managing the money. It's going to be there when she needs it. And I thought that was really powerful. It speaks to the power of really what we get a chance to do. So, when I think about being proactive in this space and helping serve people, like if my grandma was being talked to by an insurance agent, I would pray that some insurance agent would have the courage to come up to her and help sell her an annuity. I want grandma to be okay. Grandma's not going to be caring about real estate and crypto and stocks and all the stuff. She's going to want to make sure that she can spend her money on groceries, she can live her life, she can give to her church, she can be there for her grandkids, and that's really what it's all about. That's what annuities really get a chance to do. So I'm going to go through just a couple quick examples, and then I wrote a poem, because why not? Okay, so a couple of examples of history. So at Nations First Financial, we have a process. My mission is to help people realize their purpose with the season of life of retirement. What the heck does that mean? It means we help people show up as their most powerful selves in the abundance mindset. And we do that using a process that a guy named Tom Hegna created. Anybody know Tom Hegna? The GOAT, right? Tom has a two-step process, okay? Step number one, make sure you have enough guaranteed lifetime income to cover your basic needs and expenses. Why is that important? We don't know how long anyone's going to live. So it's mathematically impossible to optimize the perfect withdrawal strategy over the indefinite period of a human life. You cannot do it. So guaranteed lifetime income is very important. It's also very important because if you think back on the history of retirement in America, everybody used to go to work for a corporation to get a pension, okay? And that was a guaranteed stream of income for you and your spouse for the rest of your life as long as you live. Now what happened? We got into the late 80s, the early 90s. We switched from defined benefit to defined contribution. We have the 401k. You fast forward to today. We have a retirement crisis, a baby boomer dilemma, a 2035 problem. We all have jobs that didn't exist, 70, 80 years ago. So it's a real problem that we are trying to face and make sure that we're going to be able to help make sure people do not run out of money in retirement. So this is just a couple of examples. I want to share with you, why this process is important because in Tom's process, he goes, you have to have enough guaranteed lifetime income to make sure you're not going to run out of money. That's step one. Step two is we got to remove all the other key risks that could mess up that income. So if you have enough income to retire, what's the worst thing you could do? Yeah, that could be a risk, right? If you have long-term care and you need more money that can't be supported, that's a risk, right? Long-term care is a risk. Higher taxes are a risk. Inflation is a risk. Market crashes are a risk. Your spouse predeceasing you is a risk. And so if you can remove all those key risks around that guaranteed lifetime income, what do you have? You have a portfolio that can't fail. You've given people the ability to recognize how to step into the abundance mindset. When they take ownership of that, they realize, hey, you know what? I can go to my granddaughter's wedding in Hawaii. I can support my church with that extra mission trip. I can do this. I can do that. They give themselves permission to unlock and spend and enjoy their wealth before it's too late. And that's really important. Couple of historical examples, okay? Ben Franklin, everybody knows this guy, left 2 annuities, one to the city of Boston, one to the city of Philadelphia. They paid out till 1993 until they finally settled on a lump sum amount. Pretty powerful. Those payments help start businesses, help fund fire departments, help widows. Absolutely incredible. I keep reaching for a clicker. Babe Ruth, okay? Great Bambino. He saw a lot of his colleagues lose all their money during the Great Depression. 50% of banks in America failed. Babe Ruth annuitized all of his assets and had guaranteed streams of income for the rest of his life so he could enjoy his retirement. Ben Bernanke, remember this guy? He was the Federal Reserve Chairman during the financial crisis. When he did his financial disclosure, they found out that 2 of his largest holdings were in annuities. This is Mr. Bank, and he's holding most of his assets with insurance companies. Tony Robbins, everybody knows Tony Robbins. He wrote a book saying, why do you even invest in the first place? You invest for income, and showed the power of using income riders in retirement. Okay, these are a couple other examples. This is Rational Decumulation by David Babel. It's a white paper. There's tons of articles that show that you actually live a longer, happier, healthier life if you have some form of guaranteed lifetime income. These white papers from the Financial Research Institute of Boston said that annuities provide something that nothing else can. High cash flow, uncorrelated to the market, and a form of retirement alpha, which is mortality credits, which only life insurance companies can manufacture, longevity, hedging, and liquidity risk removal. I think I read that. I can't read that well, so. This is a contract from an annuity that was written in England in the 1800s, and there's a guy named Beethoven, and this is really interesting. The German government got together when they realized that he was a prodigy at age 15, and they formed an annuity for him. Why? They weren't worried about the rate of return. They wanted to give him the financial freedom to be removed from the risk and stress of earning money so that he could compose great works of art and show up as his most abundant, powerful self. And it worked. The Rothschilds, everyone knows them. They use annuities to fund wars in the 1700s. And so, guys, there's plenty of examples that illustrate the power of annuities. These are institutional type strategies that they've used for long, long periods of time to make sure people are going to have certainty and guarantees and peace of mind. And so that's really the purpose of why I got so irritated with that agent on the call, was because I'm like, dude, there's so much more here. Like, he was just talking all about the bad stuff about annuities and perpetuating the negative side. And I'm like, you're discouraging people who might actually need these products from using them for what they're really designed for, which is to create peace of mind and security in retirement. So I was at my buddy Caleb Williams' event like a month or 2 ago, and I read a poem about life insurance, and I reworked it for an annuity. So this is the first time I've ever shared this. I am a promise, not written in sand, but in stone. I am a shield against uncertainty, a stream of income that time cannot erode. I am dignity in retirement, a monthly check that arrives like sunrise, steady and sure. I am a teacher of patience, rewarding those who plan, those who save, and those who dream. I am confidence for the spouse who worries, courage for the parent who wonders, and assurance for the worker who has given a lifetime. I am the answer to the question, will I outlive my money? For with me, money outlives you. I am peace in the midst of market storms, a harbor when waves crash and winds howl. I do not flinch at recessions, nor crumble in crisis. I am reliable, endurance, and faithfulness measured in decades. I am a contract, yes, but I am more than words. I'm a partnership. I'm a covenant between prudence and promise. I am the fruit of discipline, the harvest of years turned into security. I do not gamble with your twilight years. I guarantee them. I transform them, and I transform saving into certainty, assets into assurance, and hope into reality. I am the laughter of grandchildren, unshadowed by financial fear. I am vacations taken without guilt, groceries purchased without worry, and holidays celebrated with fullness. I am the guardian of freedom and the preserver of choice. I'm the heartbeat of retirement. I am dignity for the future. I am your annuity. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, if you want, and you want to scan this code, this is a website we started called Mission Over Commission, and it's for agents who are obsessed, who want to change this business, who want to be a part of it, who want to share their mission, so we can help support you. We don't sell anything. This is totally free. We just want to get to know you and see how we can be helpful in the industry. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
A quick question.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks.
You got a question?
A quick question.
Let's
Sure.
do a quick question.
Yes. So, life. Thank you so much. So, life insurance is about, after a table that you're not gonna die soon, and annuities that you're gonna die soon. So, what do you think about this?
I didn't understand the question, but I'm so sorry. What was?
So it's about risk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So she was saying the risk for the insurance company is you die too soon.
Too soon.
And in annuities, you
You live too long.
live too
Yeah,
long.
so an annuity, I guess I don't think I ever really gave the actual definition. I just ranted for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's basically just a guaranteed stream of lifetime income payments. So basically, you can turn over a portion of your assets, and they're going to give you a percentage guaranteed for the rest of your life. And this is the other thing the guy said that really pissed me off. He was like, well, you're just getting your own money back. It's like, dude, welcome to every financial account that you put your money into. Like, what are you even talking about? That's so stupid. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. You're turning me into
There
you
go.
for annuities.
Yes, you guys, did you guys capture that on video?
No,
No.
he was a nice guy.
Oh, the worst part about that was
We had an
got done,
amicable-
and I was like, all right, I'm done with this conversation. I click exit. He's like, am I going to get to say goodbye? And I'm like, why do you want to, he's like,
Well, I don't want to
and
be
he's all worried
rude.
about they're going to be mad at him for not
Well,
saying
it's
goodbye.
rude. You don't leave a debate and just not say goodbye.
Yeah.
How did it?
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
we hopped back on.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, come see me. I got shirts. I got books. We're giving away a bunch of stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right.
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, dude.
what's everybody think? Good? Good? So